Welcome everybody, my name is Michael and today we are discussing about the Federal Bureau of Investigation arresting two gentlemen who wanted to do a violent robbery, a home robbery to gain access to the family's crypto wallets that were potentially worth millions of dollars. Under the Hobbs Act, looks like they're facing 20 years in prison. Mr. Pineda, who is 21 years old, of Manassas, Virginia, and Mr. Morgan, 21 as well, of Centerville, Virginia, are each charged with conspiracy to commit Hobbs Act of robbery in violation of 18 USC, whatever, 1951. Act 50, however you read that, which carries a maximum term of 20 years in prison. So, they're going to be 41 years old when they're going to come out. And they didn't even grab anything. The Hobbs Act defines robbery as unlawfully taking another person's property by means of actual or threatened force. And this is so silly considering that most crypto robberies and scams are done through phishing. Very easy. You just either hack into a person's computer, which is the difficult method, or even more difficult and silly is what they did, a home invasion, where especially nowadays anybody can be carrying, and that might be the end of your life right then and there. With phishing, all you have to do is send out spammy emails. Someone might actually click on that link. Lo and behold, might be an employee of a company that has access to the wallets, and suddenly you got millions of dollars. And this has happened many times before. Sometimes it's the CEO, sometimes it's an executive that clicks the link, and entire projects have gone under due to phishing. So, it doesn't happen often, but of course, this doesn't happen often either, where a home invasion, usually for jewelry or money lying around, these guys were actually targeting this family. And this was also back when Bitcoin was just at $10,000 per coin. This was back in 2021. Now, Bitcoin did peak at $69,500 in November of 2021. However, it's since dropped in value, and it's still double the price of where these guys wanted to rob it. So maybe they were well aware of the effects of Bitcoin and mass adoption and integration. This is definitely two entrepreneurial minds that went to waste. So according to documents, the defendants participated in the plan from May 18th to May 24, 2020 actually, to break into a home in Irvington, New York and rob its residents of cash and cryptocurrency. So they had a violent plan, not sure exactly how violent, but either way, they were going to rob this family in the middle of the night, force them to provide the code to what potentially could be millions of dollars in Bitcoin. A little funky sign that I couldn't pronounce earlier was just section. So, 18 U.S. Code Section 1951, the Hobbs Act was originally created in 1946, intended to stop anybody in any way who obstructs, delays, or affects commerce or the movement of any article or commodity in commerce by robbery or extortion or attempts or conspires so to do or commits or threatens physical violence to any person or property in furtherance of a plan or purpose to do anything in violation of the Hobbs Act. So this was created back then to target racketeering and labor management disputes that were common at the time. Now it's being used for home invasions. It looks like a quick research of other similar cases not involving crypto. Looks like we had 3 gentlemen here that were charged with robberies that were targeting jewelry. We had another gentleman who was sentenced to 12 years and 44 months. There was another gentleman sentenced for that. Also a violent robbery, another 125 months. So these guys are definitely probably facing at least 10 years or more. Most likely they're going to come out as hardened criminals and they're going to reoffend, as is the system in America. With cryptocurrency, there are many easier methods, not involving even phishing, but just taking a Bitcoin business and starting an ATM. The legal route, you can make a lot of money, or the illegal route where you're not paying your taxes and not reporting suspicious activity, you can still make a ton of money in a very short amount of time with a lot less danger and risk, such as these guys. Not saying that that's advised. You should never do anything like that. Always, everything should be up to regulation and up to the law in your local vicinity. However, what they did was just plain silly. And I'm still shocked that people do home invasions, but I guess it works for some. However, in many parts of this country, if you do go into a house that someone's actually carrying, that's it. It's your fault completely, and whatever happens, no, you're not a good boy. You actually, unfortunately, lost your life due to a fact that you wanted to steal $500 or $1,000. It's kind of like robbing a gas station. Absolutely silly. When we take a look at crypto crime in 2022, it's gotten a lot worse. It's an all-time high in 2021. 2022 is, it's not over yet, but looks like it's about to beat that. In 2021, they had over $14 billion over the course of the year in cryptocurrency-based crime. This is theft, scams, anything related to fraud. So from 2021 compared to 2018, the amount of losses from crypto scams were 60 times larger, the FTC reported, with crypto now accounting for 1 out of every $4 lost to fraud. So it's billions of dollars that are being lost to fraud, and most of that fraud is actually from outside, targeting American citizens. Some of it is inside, but you have a lot of third parties and third world countries that are working inside. They have mules inside. Anything from the traditional scams to ransomware and hacks and money laundering and tax-based crimes, NFT-related fraud, DeFi fraud right now. One of the easiest ways to scam millions of dollars, as we've seen recently, is build a legitimate-looking company and then just do a rug pull. And this is happening more and more often, and right now with the economic downturn, we're going to see a lot more of these reports from companies that were already doing this for the past couple of years, but now they ran out of money. Cryptocurrency crime is on the rise, but it's also on the rise because of mass adoption. More and more people are aware of it, and there's more and more millionaires due to it. So that's pretty much today's video. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and see you guys as always tomorrow. Bye.